Hey, let's get started. Grab some wall space and some dumbbells, and we'll just stretch really quickly. Inhale, arms up, exhale, halfway fold. If you need more time, just pause this video and do your own stretches and then come on back. Exhale, forward fold, shake the head, shimmy the hips. Take a wider stance and just breathe here, and then ragdoll up. We'll take the arms over the head, just gently pulling and prying the heart open and the shoulders back, kind of like a cat-cow here. Open up the heart, round the spine, take a cactus shape, elbow, back bend gently around the spine. Circle, swing the arms back. Let's use the wall for this. Shoulder stretch, one arm and then the other arm. And then we'll take a puppy pose, melting the heart towards the wall. You can turn this into like a downward facing dog shape. Swing those arms out, crisscross. We're gonna get started. So a lunge is our first move. We're gonna lunge low, swing the leg back, squeeze the glute, and then tap your knee to your nose. Step forward for a lunge, kick the leg back, swing it, tap your knee to nose, and step down. Step your foot towards the wall, lunge, swing the legs back, arms straighten, then tap your knee to nose. Lunge it forward, straighten out the spine, lower the chest as you lift the leg and tuck the knee in. Step forward for lunge, swing the leg back, engaging the glutes, and then knee to nose. So it's not just like a thrust back, but it's just an active swing. Knee to nose, set it down. We're doing 10 of every exercise today. Swing back, knee to nose, compression tuck. Use the belly, good lunge, use the glutes, and then use the core around the spine there. Step forward, lunge, swing the leg, back leg extension, and then knee tuck. Step forward for your lunge, swing the leg back, tuck the knee, tap your nose. All right, that was one. Number two, we're gonna pick up the weights and we're gonna sit at the wall for a wall sit with bicep curls. Lower your hips behind your knees, take a breath, and then start to curl. 10, 9, 8. So I'm doing a little hammerhead just so the weights have space to swing right by my sides. Exhale as you lift. Keep those elbows as stationary as you can by the ribs. And knock 10 of these out. You don't have to count. You can just kind of go at my own pace. And if you leave some out, no big deal. Next one are commandos at the wall. We're going to drop forearm, forearm, hand, hand, push up. There's one. Then switch arms, left, right, lifts, push up. Down, down, up, push up. Find a place that works in your body. So I'm using my elbows about 45 degrees on these push-ups. And then I'm trying to keep my elbows in under my shoulders when I drop. To make this more challenging, you'll step further away from the wall. To make this easier, you'll step closer to the wall. Lower, lower, lift, lift, push up. Keep the core nice and engaged, drawing belly to spine. We're not sticking the booty out. We're trying to keep that nice line, just like if we were in plank on the mat. That was 10. Next one, we're gonna bring our back leg on the wall, and then we're gonna take overhead push presses. So dip and press. This one might be a little bit challenging, trying to balance as you do the push presses. So take your time and just see what works in your body. You could also try it without the weights and play around with where your foot needs to be on the wall for it to work for you. You might go lower than I am. So this one gets a little tough. I'm using 10-pound weights here, and it turns out to be 20. So we're switching sides and doing 10 more. I fell out of that one, so I'll try again. Here's your 10. Bend, 9. The shoulders stay over the hips. We're not really leaning forward. And we're exhaling as we push press, driving up the shoulders. Get those biceps close to the ears or maybe slightly in front. Bend, straighten, the knee bends and straightens with the elbows, and release. All right, last one in this set are burpees. You're gonna jump the feet up the wall, jump down, jump up 10 times. If you wanted to skip that jump when you stand, you could just jump on the wall and come down. Make sure to keep those shoulders really strong as you jump onto the wall. You're pressing the shoulders down in elevation, push, and then lift. Just a light tap on the wall and a jump down. This one really gets that heart rate up. This is our biggest cardio move today. All right, take a moment, walk around, get a towel and water if you hadn't yet. You could always pause this video if you need more time in between sets. We're going to move on to our second set of 10 exercises. And we have 3 complete rounds that will repeat the whole series 2 times by the end. You could always do it another time if you like. Here's a plank row, walk up the wall, walk down. Left, plank row, press up, up, down, down. Plank row, hand up, hand down, hand down. Elbow lifts right beside the body up towards the sky, and you just keep working like that for 10. Keep the core really strong in your planks. Keep the shoulders activating as you press the wall forward and as you press the weights down. Row it up, that shoulder still actively pressing down. Try not to swing the hips too much either. See how much you can stabilize in your plank. All right, next exercise, we're gonna lean into the wall in a side plank, and then we're gonna lift the leg and do these little roundhouse kicks. Tap back, swing through. Tap kick, it's like an abduction, outer thigh, leg raise with a little roundhouse kick. So we're leaning maybe 45 degrees into the wall. Exhale as you lift. You'll feel the obliques, the outer thighs. Switch sides for 10. Few feet away, side plank, and then swing that foot through. Tap it back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Exhale each one. Strong shoulder pressing into the wall, strong core, strong side body. And that's just as high as you can go. All right, we're gonna lay down for bridge. Feet are gonna come onto the wall, and then we're gonna pull the weights over the head like a little tricep pull down. Good. Pull the weights as you swing the hips up. There's 9. Bridge lift 8. Tap behind the head, squeeze over the head with the weights as the glutes just squeeze up to the ceiling. Keep breathing, keep working through, really controlling the weights with the triceps as you go down. Bring it up over the chest and the hips up really as high as you can. Good, that was 10. We're gonna put our back on the mat with our hands into the wall. So scoot yourself away so your elbows can straighten, and then we're gonna tap our toes over the head. See if you can maybe hit the wrists or maybe a little deeper and you touch the wall or the floor behind your head. And then just make sure you're really slowly rolling out of that, engaging the core. So it's like this slow roll back. Wrist tap, slow controlled landing. All abdominals here. All right, we're gonna swing it over and come onto our knees. Our hands are gonna go on the wall and straighten out over the shoulders. So we're gonna be like in a tabletop at the wall. We're gonna do a little donkey kick and then a side leg extension in a 90-degree knee. So place your hands on the wall and then lift the right leg and then swing it out to the side. There's 10. Left leg, 90-degree angle, swing up, swing side. Like you're trying to kick the wall and then knee to the side of the wall. Good, so kick the ceiling, I should say, and then abduct. Leg lift, tap the ceiling, tap your imaginary sidewall, lift and abduct. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze those outer thighs, gluteus medius as you lift up to the side. Keep working here. Strong arms, strong core. All right. That was your set of 10. So this one wasn't as crazy with the cardio. We're going to go with our next third round of exercises. This one, you're going to take your back leg on the wall, just like we did with a lunge. Then you're going to bring your hands down, climb up and down, switch legs. You'll lunge, you'll press your hands into the mat, push the shoulders down, step up, step down. So on the lunge, you'll have to lower your foot a little bit. When you step into your handstand, you could raise the leg as high as you want to go. So lunge, hands down, foot up, foot down. That's how you're switching. You're just pressing your hands down and you're switching legs. Lunge. And on that lunge, it's okay if you're leaning a little bit forward. And just see how it feels on the knees and the body for the placement of your legs. All right, we're gonna lay down again, putting your hands on the wall like we did last time, but this time the legs are gonna lower in front of you. So you'll lower down forward, away from the wall 10 times, and make sure you're pressing the sacrum, that's the small of the back, right into the mat. So we're keeping a nice neutral spine, we're not arching. Press the hands into the wall behind you. You could lift the head and make it a little more challenging, or just rest the head back. Exhale and come out. All right, we're going back to the bridge. This time you're gonna bring the weights into a chest press. So feet up. We're also gonna make another little variation of single legs. So chest press, single leg, lifts up, presses down, switch. Lift up, press down. The weights go right over the chest and then out to a little goalpost, 90-degree elbow. Alternating, exhale at the top, squeeze the glutes, single leg bridge with a chest press, 10 times. Okay, put the weights down. We're gonna stay in this position and do windshield wipers. So arms are gonna go out to the side. You're gonna bring your butt nice and close to the wall and then sweep the legs side, exhale, lift. Use your shoulders and your hands and then keep those feet pretty much attached to the wall as you rotate side to side. Go as low as you can. You might go all the way down, working into the obliques. Exhale, draw the navel in. Feel that side of the abdominals working really hard to pull the weight of the legs back up. We only have one more exercise. We're going to go back to a wall sit. This time grabbing one weight. Sit your hips behind your knees and then side bend. Tap the floor, squeeze it up. So a little bicep in the middle as you side bend in your wall sit. Reach the side, pull it up. You can use a little momentum there with the arms to kind of drive it in, especially if you have a heavy weight. Side bend, wall sit. Exhale at the top. All right, take a little moment. That was your first round. We're gonna repeat this one more time. And if you'd like, you could repeat it maybe 3 times, 4 times, or you could call it a day and just have your quick one set right here. Let's go into round 2. Lunge, kick back, swing that foot, and then knee to nose. So it's an active swing back. Lunge, squeeze the glutes, tap your knee to your nose, step down. Step forward for your lunge, shoulders over hips. Melt the heart down as you swing back, and then knee to nose. Keep that really strong engagement of the body. Imagine you're underwater here as you try to press everything through. So we're really active. And last round, swing it out, tap your knee to nose, set it down, lunge. Swing back, tap your nose. All right, pick up your weights. Come back to your wall sit, this time with our bicep curls. Hips back behind the knees, sit as deep as you can. Start to curl the weights in and up. You don't have to take as long as I just did. Good, bicep curl in, 10, 9, 8, or just count at your own pace. You can always do more, you can always do less. It's always your workout, you to decide how you're going to push your body and when you're going to kind of take a step back and maybe modify. All right, commandos at the wall. You're going to take your hands in, walk your feet away, and then forearm, forearm, hand, hand, push up. And if this doesn't feel good for you, you can always just do this on the mat. Again, to make it easier, you'll step closer to the wall. To make it harder, you'll step further away. Try to keep the hips as stable as possible as you're dropping and lifting. And that was 10. Grab your weights for lunge push press. Back foot on the wall. Pick a leg. Rack the weights and then drive them over the head for your shoulder press. Bend, straighten. Bend the knees and the elbows and drive the weights up by the ears. So we're doing 10 per side. So this is pretty heavy on the shoulders. 20 in a row push presses. Depending on the size of your weights, it might get a little challenging. I put mine down for a second so I can roll the shoulders out, and then I'll go to the other side. Leg on the wall, rack your weights, drive it up, bend, straighten. Again, you're just finding the position that works in your body. So if your foot doesn't have to go as high as mine is here, just bend and straighten, drive the weights up. Core has to be on for balance and release. All right. Burpees, big cardio finisher on this first round. Jump up to the wall, jump up to the sky. 10 times. Strong shoulders, be light on those feet, and then strong through the arms here. You could also work on slowly lowering off the wall by engaging the shoulders and core to really add more strength to this rather than just like plopping down. All right. Walk around the room, drink some water, towel off if you're sweaty. Take a little moment, and then when we come back, we start with our plank row. So you'll set the weights up maybe 6 inches or so away from the wall in a plank. You'll row, step your hands up, up, down, down. Take as long as you need here, and we're going to get started. Plank, right arm rows, and then we step our hand up, up, down, down in your plank. Remember, the lower your hands are in your plank, the harder this will be. So if you need it a little easier, you can step those hands up maybe higher than the shoulders. And we're working on stabilizing the core and the pelvis, not kind of swaying the body around, trying to keep as stable as possible here. All right, come on out of that. Circle those wrists out a little bit. That was intense. And then we'll take our side plank. It's just a little 45-degree lean. Lift the leg and then swing it through, tap it back. Little roundhouse kick. Think of it like that. Abducting, that side leg lifts, and then the toes swing forward. 10 times on one side. And then switch. Lean away from the wall, lift. So the standing supporting toes are a little bit turned out towards the wall, and then we're lifting the knee and swinging the toes forward. And you'll feel the obliques and the side of the leg, a little bit of glutes. All right, bridge. Lift the weights over the head, tricep pull down. Bring your feet in front of your knees, so find the place that works for you. for your bridge, and then arms over the head. Here we go. Lift and lower. The weights swing up over the chest as the hips thrust up and down. Exhale, nice and controlled. Again, imagine pressing through water as you squeeze up and pull down. Exhale at the top. You got to control those weights so you don't hit yourself in the head. And then come on out of that. Laying down with our hands on the wall. Our legs are going to go over the head. Tap the wrists or the wall and then slow lower. Tap down, squeeze, pushing the hands into the wall as best you can. So if you want to make it a little harder, you could touch the floor. And if your hamstrings are open enough, you could tap the floor over the head or just tap the wrists or the wall, whatever's there for you. Using the core to slowly lower out of it. Exhale down. Nice work. Tabletop with our hands on the wall. Come down to your knees. Find the space where your arms can be straight out from your shoulders onto the wall, and then leg lift up and out to the side. Put it down. Up, donkey kick, side leg, abduct, fire hydrant. So it's kind of like this donkey kick and then a fire hydrant leg out to the side. Keep switching. Keep the core and shoulders active for balance. And then lift and side lift. Go to your depth, your range of motion. Make it work. Squeeze it up, side leg. Good. Release it out. That was your set 2. So we just have our final set, unless you're repeating these a third time. When you're ready, we'll take the back leg onto the wall for your lunge, and then step the hands down. Lunge, hands down, step up, switch legs. Lunge, slide the leg lower, and then lift the leg higher as you step up. Lunge, hands down, crawl up, up, down. Lunge. Keep alternating. Find a nice pace if you can do it. Remember, you can go as high as you want with those legs in the handstand, and then maybe the leg comes lower for the lunge. Keep that balance. It's okay if you're falling. Just get back into it. Okay, so next thing we're going to bring our hands back to the wall and our legs lower down. So lower, lift and lower, leg drops. Forward, low back presses into the mat, ribs plug in, belly pulls down. Exhale as you lower. Nice strong body, just 10. Bringing your feet back to the wall for your bridge. This time, remember, we're doing single leg bridge and a chest press. So the elbows are wide, and then we'll lift and draw them out. We'll press the weights over the chest as you leg lift, alternating bridge, hips up, squeeze, nice and controlled. Find a nice pace and just knock out 10. We get to stay in this position, so just put your weights and come back. Put your weights down, come back, arms out, windshield wipers, leg drops to the side and to the side. So we'll try and stick with our full range of motion. Use the shoulders and the hands to press down, and then stack the hips, pull up, stack the hips, pull up as you exhale. Really working into the obliques. Go as low as you can on these. All right. Our last exercise, coming back to the wall for the wall squat with one weight in your hand, side bending wall squats. Sit deep, bend to the side, or pull it up. It's almost like you're kind of swinging it up to get it back into the other hand. Side bend, squeeze, exhale, dip, pull. Hopefully you're not too sticky on the wall. You get this little curl with the arms, legs hold. You could stay in this wall sit as long as you like. I'm going to do some really quick stretching with you. Come into cat-cow on the hands and knees. Round and arch. Round the spine. Lift the chest and tailbone. And then bring your belly to the mat. We're going to do this really quick back extension. Engaging the back body. Lifting the legs and arms. And then press into downward facing dog. Exhale. Pedal the knees. Take some nice deep breaths. Twist the knee under the body. Step the right foot through. High lunge shape. Cactus the elbows. And then reach the arms behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Pry the heart open. We're going to straighten the legs. Shine the heart forward. And then reach the arms forward. See if we can shift the weight into our back foot and maybe come down for a pistol. Lift up to the top, come back to your down dog. So this is really quick. You don't have to stretch with me. You could do your own thing. Left leg forward, high lunge, pry the heart open, cactus, and then reach behind the back, lift the chest. Straighten out the legs, feel that front hamstring lengthening, and then reach forward, bend the knees meet, shift back into a pistol, little low squat. See if you can get back up. It's okay if you can't. Good. We'll take a wide leg forward fold, maybe mat width. Just take some breaths, shimmy, shake, what feels good for you. Ragdoll it up. Reach the arms in a big circle one direction. The upper body goes all the way around in a circle both ways. Lift the arms over the head and then flush out the spine. Inhale, big stretch up. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that short workout, and I'll see you next time.